Sandstorm Gold acquires Australia's Mariana Resources, a deal that made waves in the mining industry when it was first announced back in April. But Sandstorm CEO Nolan Watson wasn't allowed to talk about it until now. He joins us from Vancouver. Nolan, I know you've been very busy, so thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thanks. It's good to be here.
Now, I've had so many people reaching out, wanting to know about this deal. You can finally talk about it. Tell us about it, and why did you target Mariana, and why now?
This is a project that has repeatedly, through the heart of it, they're drilling holes that are 90 meters of 20 grams gold repeatedly. It's an exceptional project. It's super high grade, high quality. It's going to be a low cost operation. And what we're effectively buying through Mariana is they own a contract, and that contract allows them to get annual payments once this mine is up and running, equal to 30% of the value of the gold and copper sold, less the cost of operation. So it's effectively a royalty. We don't really think we're going to have to cut a capex check even, because the project can be financed and pay back in 10 months at the local level. It can be debt financed. And so what we're effectively buying is a royalty on a world-class asset, and this is the type of asset that you normally do not get a royalty or a stream on. And so it's a very, very fun time to be here at Sandstorm, and it's an exciting time to be a Sandstorm investor.
So how does this compare to other deals made by other royalty streaming companies you compete with? What was so advantageous about this deal for your investors?
We're actually buying our interest in this contract at a very, very low number compared to what it would have cost us had we had to go through a process and bid against other royalty and streaming companies. For example, Cisco just recently bought a portfolio of royalties. They'll get about 70,000 ounces a year, give or take, once all of those mines start up, and they paid $830 million US. This contract, we're going to get about 70,000 ounces to Sandstorm's credit from Hot Maden, and it costs us $190 million, plus we may have to write a small capex check, which again I don't think is going to happen. But so somewhere between 190 to 240 million is our all-in cost for 70,000 royalty ounces a year. It's an incredible deal.
Now, there are concerns with having the property in Turkey. How do you plan to confront this?
I can tell you that I'm sitting here in beautiful British Columbia right now, and I would rather have a project in Turkey than in BC now with our new NDP-Green government, which is, as we speak, toppling the Liberal government in a vote of no confidence. And I think they're going to probably wreak havoc on all resource-based projects here in BC. Turkey's actually, if you have the right partner on the ground operating, it's a great place to be. Lydia Maden-Çelik, who is the operator of Hot Maden, they're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, highly profitable, well-connected, and they'll deal with the Turkey issues and Turkey risks, and we'll collect checks.
Well, that's a pretty big statement, though, Nolan. I mean, just looking at the Fraser Institute's top 10 places for mining, 3 out of 10 places are in Canada. So Canada is definitely one of the safest jurisdictions. Can you really compare it to Turkey here?
Canada is a fantastic place to be as long as the NDP government is not running the province, which is effectively now the case in BC and is also the case in Alberta right now.
Now, I know you just finalized the deal, but do you have new deals on the pipeline to share with us? How much cash on hand do you have right now for acquiring future projects?
Yeah, so when we initially launched the transaction with Mariana, we used all of our cash for that transaction. And we've obviously been cash flowing since we launched it, so we have some cash on our balance sheet right now. We're working on a number of other deals, some large deals, some small deals. We have still the $110 million revolving line of credit. We also have about $70 million of investments that we're able to monetize, and we're slowly monetizing some of those. But candidly, with the cash that we have on hand and some of the cash flow in the next several months, the number one thing that I want to do is go into the market and buy back our shares. We've got a normal course issuer bid in place. We're able to buy over 7.5 million shares. Our plan is to buy all of those back.
All right, Nolan, thanks so much. Best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you back on Kitco News tomorrow.